Ooh, ice cream cone. Oh, thank God it's full. I would totally do this if it wasn't full. Like it says, if there were spots available, I would be all over that. Thank God it's full. Oh my God. Does she work here? Or is she just a regular person doing that? She appears very confident.
She looks like a regular person.
But she's wearing a leotard. Do people wear leotards to the pier? I don't dive into the swimming pool. I guess that's most people do. I jump.
Yeah. I'm
terrified of diving into the pool. I thought that was like a thing a lot of people were afraid of, but then I've been mocked for it on many occasions. I have my own irrational fears of things that are apparently normal.
Right.
Like cats. Something about them. I don't go for them. I'm sorry. That's a controversial position. I don't go over there, always sneaking around. You're just sitting there, all of a sudden it's like right in front of your face, like where did you come from? They got that look in their eye like they know something. Those cats are up to no good. They totally want to steal your baby's breath. And I don't know what they're going to use it for, but they're cats and they have an agenda. And that's all I have to say about that. There's a lot of bird crap, yeah, it does make me a little nervous. People are dining under that, they're so recklessly. Another one of my fears, the ocean. I wish so badly I could be so free. Just ride the wave, not be terrified of sharks. I like the idea of the beach. When I'm actually there, I find myself uncomfortable. Like, you know, I'm in that sand. I can't get the sand off. So we go plunging into the Pacific Ocean. I mean, what a way to die. People always say like, oh, that, you know, like, they're so terrified of dying in like that type of situation. But I'm like, if you're gonna die, like, who else gets to experience flying over the ocean in the part of a Ferris wheel? I mean, you know, what a way to go out. I think even if you have a perfect shape, you should be wearing pants.
But
when I was interviewed by Penthouse and I was a little naive as to just how graphic it was. I thought little tits and ass, big deal. Hey, I'm in this Mom and Dad, it's like I'm getting some publicity for my comedy. Oh yeah, just flip past the picture of the Pier's assholes and then there's my thing, which I think you'll be very proud. I didn't realize there would be erections involved. Okay. I can barely like ride a bike, but I really want that dog. Oh God! Okay. I'm just getting used to it, you know? Sometimes you just need a lift. Especially after being defeated by a rope ladder in front of children. That's frightening. Every time it gets me. Why do you need the ride? The thrill of that it might collapse on top of you and crush you. Oh my God! It's like the more thrilling.
Look how close it comes to that point.
Huh?
Look how close it comes to that point.
When I was getting ready to have my kids, I felt very lost. And I thought, what did my parents do? Because clearly, they're geniuses, they raised me. It came out amazing. And it occurred to me that there was no real formal discipline in our house at all. But yeah, we were all good kids. We always seemed to do the right thing. And I thought, how did they do this? And then I realized that, you know, instead of like sitting us down and having these abstract conversations about like, oh, well, it's wrong to steal or blah, 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 blah. No. There would just be like a lively dinner conversation. My dad like yelling, you know, you believe this son of a bitch? What kind of sick bastard steals from his own family? You gotta be a real lowlife. And I'd just be like, oh, I'll never steal from anyone, especially not my own family. Like this is how I learned from like how disgusted my parents were by others. And I thought other people could use this guidance as well. It really is pretty genius. It's like you give your kid tons of support, hugs, encouragement, they can do anything, and you say terrible things about everybody else. So they know they want to keep those hugs, that encouragement coming. They don't want to be like those people who do bad things. Right? Does that make sense? I will do a little presentation of like what the book is, or like my inspiration for writing it, and then I'll read a little excerpt, funny little thing, let it be a surprise, and then I'll take questions. So I'm sure people will have a lot of questions for me, and then I'll sign books. I think I'd like to read, I like to read, I think maybe the open letter to the young women of America, where I talk about, you know, the Girls Gone Wild, you know, the Girls Gone Wild videos, and basically you don't want your daughter to end up in one of those, and I have a whole, you know, letter where I explain to young women, you know, I urging them not to go down that road. It's in the book. It's very enjoyable. Because I mean, really, these girls are just like in pornos for like free. Like they get a T-shirt. Oh wow, you know what I mean?
Maybe some drinks.
And maybe some Jello shots. Oh, come to think of it, it's worth it. Jello shots? Oh, sure, yeah. I'll put whipped cream on my best friend's genitals. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, oh, a Jello shot and that T-shirt, fantastic. What are you doing, girls? Use that head of yours. My mother, who can make you feel guilty without saying a word, my grandma, she's just like a, you know, her mouth is like a guilt taser. She just zap you all the time. Like, if you love your grandmother, you'll eat this sausage. And it's like, oh my God. You know, like if I love you, I'll eat this sausage. You know, I guess I gotta eat the sausage, you know. You know, like if you love me, you'll go to 7 a.m. Mass with me on a Tuesday, you know, and it's like, ah, oh. You know, so, but she was sort of version 1.0 of the guilt and manipulation philosophy. And then it evolved into like my mother's method, which was much more like subtle and less about what you say to your child and more about what you say about other people. Say we're at the park, and there's like some litter on the ground. That's an opportunity to comment, like, what kind of disgusting person left this? Like, you gotta be such a pig. What's wrong with these people? Ah, people are such pigs. Now your kid, oh, I don't want to be a pig. I won't, you know, that's the message. Instead of the direct method, which is like, oh, we don't do that, blah, 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 blah. Then you could add like, I'm so happy you don't do that. I've got the best kids, and like give a hug. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm so lucky. My kids would never do that. You know, it's like you're assuming, of course you'd never do that. You know, you want to make them feel like, good. You'd never do that, like those pigs. You know what I mean? You see the repetitiveness? I keep saying pigs. I'm sending, you know, it's like mind control. One of the keys to mind control is repeating the same information over and over again. You know? What's that supposed to mean? I'm doing it again. That's how they get you. You want it to be perfect. Whoa. Come on, wish. No. Come on. I'm going to let you go down. And I just hope that wish comes true.